In 2023, sequels stirred mixed feelings about Hollywood's creativity, yet some proved their worth. Revisiting familiar worlds can be delightful when infused with creativity and affection. Great films like The Empire Strikes Back and Mad Max Fury Road showcase the potential of sequels. Despite underperformers in Fast and Furious and Mission Impossible franchises, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 stood out in the MCU. Horror saw a surge with entries like Evil Dead Rise and Scream 6. As we reflect on 2023, these sequels demonstrate that when done right, they can captivate audiences and stand among the year's best movies. Before we dive into the details, subscribe to CineflicksNews and don't forget to hit the bell icon. This way you will stay updated and receive notifications for all our upcoming videos.
Let them come.
Extraction 2. Extraction 2 surprised many with its greatness. The original film, released in 2020, had memorable action scenes but also benefited from being a pandemic Netflix release. The sequel had to compete in theaters for audience attention but managed to stand out. Chris Hemsworth's character Tyler Rake gained depth in this installment thanks to a screenplay by Joe Russo. The sequel received praise for its gritty cinematography, dazzling action, and Hemsworth's compelling portrayal. Transformers: Rise of the Beast. A sequel to Bumblebee, Transformers: Rise of the Beast continued the story 7 years later. It brought together Optimus Prime and his Autobots with new characters to prevent a villainous faction of Transformers from bringing destruction to Earth. Unlike previous Transformers films, this one focused on character personalities rather than just action scenes. It received positive feedback for delivering what fans had been waiting for and even teased a connection to G.I. Joe.
Everything you cared for will be consumed.
The Marvels. The Marvels continued the story of Captain Marvel, with Carol Danvers teaming up with her niece and Miss Marvel to save the world from a formidable foe. While it didn't reach the commercial success of its predecessors, The Marvels received praise for its cast performances and entertaining story, especially the chemistry between Brie Larson, Teyonah Parris, and Iman Vellani.
I can see it. And Kamala? Who's Kamala? Hi. She can turn light into physical matter.
Evil Dead Rise. Evil Dead Rise returned the franchise to its horror roots, deviating from the more light-hearted direction of the previous installment. The film, initially intended for streaming, performed exceptionally well in theaters, becoming the highest-grossing movie in the Evil Dead franchise. It earned positive reviews for its change in setting and maintaining the franchise's trademark, mayhem and gore. Scream 6. The Scream franchise continued its success with Scream 6, taking the iconic Ghostface to New York City. The film tied all the previous entries together while providing commentary on popular culture. Despite later complications involving cast changes of Scream 7, Scream 6 became the first entry in the franchise to surpass $100 million at the box office since 1977's Scream 2, and won the MTV Movie and TV Award for Best Movie.
There's never been one like me, Gale.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. In the final adventure for Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford returned to track down a mystical dial that could alter history. While opinions were mixed, the film offered a nostalgic feel and a fitting farewell to the beloved characters. The movie reunited Ford with familiar faces and introduced new characters, making it a worthwhile spectacle for fans.
Fasten your seatbelts. There might be some turbulence.
A Haunting in Venice. Kenneth directed and starred in A Haunting in Venice, a mystery featuring the renowned detective Hercule. The film blended horror and mystery against the backdrop of Venice, becoming the best installment in Branagh's adaptation. With the successful box office run and positive reviews, this spookier take on the literary character delighted audiences.
A ghost killed her.
Creed 3. The third installment in the Creed series continued Adonis Creed's story and legacy. Directed by Michael B. Jordan, Creed 3 delivered on all fronts, showcasing anime-inspired boxing scenes and becoming the highest-grossing film in the franchise. The movie received accolades, setting the stage for Creed 4, currently in development.
I know what you're doing, Donnie. You don't owe this dude nothing.
Mission Impossible – Dead Reckoning Part 1. Tom Cruise returned as Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible – Dead Reckoning Part 1, facing a dangerous rogue AI threat. While not as dominant at the box office as its predecessor, the film still earned over $567 million and garnered positive reviews. The follow-up sequel was shot back-to-back, ensuring the continuation of the successful franchise.
Knows your story and how it ends.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. In a challenging year for Marvel Studios, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 stood out as an emotional and well-received installment. The film provided a fitting conclusion to the trilogy, grossing more than $800 million and reaffirming the franchise's popularity. Fans appreciated the blend of action, humor, and heart, making it one of Marvel's best movies in years.
We have been running.
John Wick Chapter 4. John Wick Chapter 4 surpassed expectations, becoming not only the best in the franchise but one of the greatest action movies ever made. Keanu Reeves returned as the resilient assassin, seeking vengeance against the High Table. The film's success led to the announcement of a fifth installment and a spin-off showcasing the enduring appeal of the John Wick series.
If you win, the table will honor its word.
Spider-Man – Across the Spider-Verse. Following the critically acclaimed Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse continued Miles Morales' coming-of-age story with a captivating multiverse concept. The animated film received praise for its stunning animation, vocal performances, and engaging storyline. With accolades and strong box office performance, the sequel solidified Miles Morales as a beloved superhero and showcased the potential of animated superhero films. Whether you are into thrilling action with Chris Hemsworth in Extraction 2, heartwarming superhero tales in the Marvels, or the nostalgia of the iconic franchises like Evil Dead Rise and Scream 6, 2023 had something for everyone. These sequels prove that, when done right, returning to familiar worlds can be a cinematic delight. For more updates, subscribe CineflicksNews and press the bell icon.